Hey, what's going on, guys? DK back at you with another video here for the NBA main slate here on Monday. So we got 9 games today, so we got a pretty big slate. So let's jump right into it. So in today's video, again, since this is a bigger slate, I'm just going to be going position by position, picking out a few players that I like. So yeah, let's get right into it. So I was already making a video, and then I saw news of Kawhi Leonard and OG Anunoby are out tonight. So with that being said here, 8,000 here for Kyle Lowry. With Kawhi Leonard out, his usage is going to go up a bunch. He's going to see 35 plus minutes. Kyle Lowry's been doing very, very well this season. And again, with Kawhi Leonard out, Kyle, you certainly can give a look to Kyle Lowry today at only 8,000. So let's scroll down here to 6,300 and Jamal Murray against the Pelicans. So very high over-under here in this game. I believe the over-under is 232. So that is the second highest of the day behind the Lakers and the Timberwolves. So we saw Jamal Murray had a very good game here against the Lakers, put up a 40 bomb. So my only issue with him is the play of Monte Morris. Monte Morris has been playing very well here off the bench, and we know we can never really trust Mike Malone. So I feel like if Monte Morris is having another big game, they might close with him if this game's close, and that kind of scares me a little bit. But Jamal Murray, 6,300, that's a very appealing price tag, and certainly you can go look to him today. Pretty much a cash game lock for me today is Jeff Teague at 5,300. Again, this is the highest over-under of the day. I know we love picking guys against the Lakers. Now, I know the Timberwolves have been a mess basically this year, and I was basically in my head, I was like, I'm just going to fade Minnesota from now on. But this is just a perfect bounce back spot here. At home against the Lakers. It's such a high over-under. I just think Jeff Teague, he only saw 22 minutes against Milwaukee, but that was because of a blowout. This game should stay close, and he should see 30 to 35 minutes. And at only 5,300, I think he's a cash game lock for me today. So one more player I will point out is Darren Collison here at 4,500. This kind of hinges on the availability of Tyreke Evans. I think Tyreke Evans will be back. If for some reason he's not, you certainly can give a look to Darren Collison. With Tyreke back, he was only seeing about 25 minutes or so. But in that last game, with no Tyreke Evans, he saw 30 minutes. So Collison got a boost. Oladipo even got a boost. Yeah, they're going to need his defense here against Damian Lillard. Damian Lillard has been shooting lights out. And if for some reason, again, Tyreke Evans is out, I certainly think Darren Collison is in play for cash and GPPs. If Tyreke Evans is back, I still don't mind Darren Collison for starting point guard here at 4,500. That is not too bad. So let's move on to the shooting guard position here. And let's see. I think basically the lock and load for me today is Jrue Holiday here at 6,700. So we already know Alfred Payton is out. So Jrue Holiday is going to be taking more of the point guard role here for the Pelicans. And he's going to take more usage. He should shoot the ball more. He should get more assists. In this up-tempo game, I think Jrue Holiday is a lock and load. He's going to be very, very chalky today. I will not be fading the chalk. I will be eating the chalk this time. 6,700. Plus, we got Anthony Davis is questionable. If for some reason Anthony Davis is out, I think you have to play Jrue Holiday, and then you have to play one of the two of Mirotic or Randle, or maybe both. And then maybe Frank Jackson would be an interesting play there too for the Pelicans. It's going to be interesting to see who they end up starting. But again, I think Jrue Holiday today at 6,700, he's basically a lock and load for me today. So if we scroll down here to 5,600, this is more of just a very, very cheap salary. It's KLAY Thompson against the Bulls. Now I know he's not really been producing too much this season. He's been pretty quiet. But again, we know Klay Thompson has that upside. We've seen Steph Curry have big games, Durant have a big game. We've yet to see a Klay Thompson explosion game. And I think it could come here against the Bulls. The Bulls, I love targeting players against them. They play no defense at all. He'll probably see Zach LaVine defense, which even bumps him up even more. And the one good thing about Klay Thompson is the rotations. He will see minutes in the fourth quarter no matter what. He'll probably see, even if this game ends up being a blowout, Klay Thompson will see 3 to 4 minutes or so in the fourth quarter. So he always sees a little more minutes in case of blowouts. So that's another plus here for Klay Thompson. And again, it's just, I've never seen this price this low at 5,600. I think he is certainly in play for cash games, and he has that GPP upside. So small forward here. Obviously, Giannis, LeBron, and Durant are great plays. We know Giannis is questionable, so that's interesting. If he ends up being out, certainly you can give a look to Middleton, Bledose, or Brogdon. Those would be my pivots. But again, I think Giannis will play today, but we're going to have to wait for news on that. Another player I will bring up here is Jimmy Butler at 8,200. Again, this is just a get-right spot for a lot of these Timberwolves. Pretty cheap price tag, so I don't mind Jimmy Butler there. But let's scroll down to a player I've talked about a bunch in these videos, and I will talk about again here is Caris LeVert, 6,400. This is a great matchup here against the Knicks. Now again, I've talked about this. The only knock on him is the minutes. The Nets they don't want to give anyone more than 32 to 33 minutes. It seems like a game. But LeVert, he's going to see 30 minutes at least, and this is a great matchup here against the Knicks. He's been producing very well here. We know he's got that 45 point upside. So I think Caris LeVert is firmly in play here at 6,400. So another guy I've talked about a lot here in these videos, I'll talk about again here, is Jabari Parker at 5,800. So this Golden State, let's see this Golden State Chicago. It's over under of 229. So that's the fourth highest of the day. Golden State favored by 11. So again, there is some blowout risk here in this game for sure. But it is a plus that it's played at Chicago. If this game stays close, it's going to be because of Zach LaVine, and it's going to be because of Jabari Parker. Now, Jabari Parker, we know he's not starting. He comes off the bench. His price tag did drop a little bit. He's only 5,800 here. He should see 25 to 30 minutes. If the game stays close, he's going to push 35 minutes. We know he's going to shoot the ball a ton. The Bulls, they just have, there's so many injuries right now. They don't have a whole lot of guys that are going to demand heavy usage. So again, the usage is going to be Zach LaVine. It's going to be Jabari Parker. I will take the discount here on Jabari Parker from Zach LaVine at only 5,800. And I think he is firmly in play here for cash and GPPs. Okay, so power forward. So again, two guys I already brought up here are Nikola Mirotic and Julius Randle. Mirotic here at 7,300. And then we got Julius Randle here at 6,200. So these would hinge on the availability of Anthony Davis. If Anthony Davis ends up being out, I think both Randle and Mirotic are firmly in play. I think you could play both of them if you wanted to. If you had to pick one, I will gladly take the discount here on Julius Randle at 6,200. Some game log watchers might see he only played 19 minutes here against Utah. He did pick up the start. There's no Anthony Davis, but he got in foul trouble right away. I don't think he saw a minute in the second quarter, and then it was a blowout. He didn't see any fourth quarter minutes. So if Anthony Davis ends up being out, Julius Randle, if this game stays close, should see 30 to 35 minutes, and I think he crushes in the spot. But again, it hinges on the availability of Anthony Davis. So another play here for salary relief, sticking out the page to me, is Noah Vonleh here at 4,200 against the Nets. So we saw the Knicks started Vonleh and Mitchell Robinson together, and they used Cantor at the bench, which I thought was pretty interesting. So Noah Vonleh, I think if he picks up the start again, he is firmly in play. If he comes off the bench, I think he's still in play, but not as much, not as great as a play. But I do think they will start him again, and at only 4,200, he's going to see about 20 to 25 minutes. He's got double upside. He produces a lot when he's out there, so I think Noah Vonleh definitely in play here at 4,200. So the center position, again, it's loaded today, guys. I always love doing a 2-center lineup. So we got Embiid here against the Hawks. He should destroy them. It's only a matter of whether that game stays close. Jokic here. Again, you guys know I love Nikola Jokic, 9,900. I think he's firmly in play. If Anthony Davis ends up being out, there is some blowout risk there. If Anthony Davis plays, there is some foul trouble risk for Jokic and Anthony Davis. We got Karl Anthony Towns. I talked about him in my last video against Milwaukee. It just turned into a huge blowout. He didn't do terribly for his 8,000 price tag. But if this game stays close here, I think this could be like I said, these Timberwolves, I think you got to get a couple of them in your lineup. I think this is a bounce back spot for them. And I think a lot of these Timberwolves are firmly in play. Hassan Whiteside, we know the Kings play big, so I think he is firmly in play here at only 7,700. Cantor, this would only be a play if he ends up getting the start here against the Nets. We saw what he did against the Nets here, almost a 50 bomb last time in 35 minutes. But he would only be a play here if he picks up the start. DeAndre Jordan, I just thought I would bring this off, guys. He almost got a triple-double last game with 9 assists. We've never really seen that here with DeAndre Jordan. But he's producing like crazy at only 7,400. I think I have to bring him up. Just never a guy I like playing because, again, he's more of like a putback, dunk guy, rebounds. But I just thought I'd bring that up, and he almost got a triple-double. And I think he's in play here at only 7,400 against the Spurs. Let's see. KLAY Stein is firmly in play to guard Whiteside. We know he's got that GPP upside. Wouldn't really be a cash game play, but only 6,100. I think he is firmly in play for GPPs. Okay, so let's get to more cash game plays here, and JAVALE McGee at 6,000. Again, a guy I've talked about a lot in these videos. We know Minnesota plays big. They play with Cat. They play with Taj Gibson. And when Cat's off the court, they're bringing Gorgie Jang. So they're going to need JAVALE McGee as much as they can out there. So San Antonio, in the last game, they ran more small ball. They didn't use Jakob Poeltl and Aldridge together. They didn't really use Aldridge and Pau Gasol together. So they didn't need McGee as much. But again, Minnesota plays very, very big. So I think McGee's going to push for 30 minutes here tonight. And we know he's just been producing at an insane level. So I think he is firmly in play here at 6,000. Another cash game center here at only 5,400 is Jarrett Allen. Again, the only knock on these Nets are their minutes. He should see 28 to 30 minutes. A very good matchup here against the Knicks. We see he's got that 40-point upside. And I really like this price tag at only 5,400. He's got the block and steal upside as well. So I really like Jarrett Allen here at 5,400. And then one more guy here I will bring up. Again, this will hinge on the availability of, or not the availability, well, this will hinge on whether or not he starts. Is Mitchell Robinson for salary relief here at only 3,400. So he picked up the start last game against Golden State, saw 29 minutes. Only 18 fantasy points. But again, if he picks up the start, he should see 25 to 30 minutes. And at 3,400, I think he would be a cash game, a great cash game play here. In the summer league, he was very, very good. He's got that block and steal upside, which I like. So I just thought I would bring this up. If Mitchell Robinson picks up the start again, I think he is firmly in play here at 3,400. All right, so that's going to do it for today's video, guys. If you guys have been enjoying the content, please like this video, share it, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think about today's slate. So yeah, again, that's going to do it. I will see you guys. I will be back here for Tuesday for the NBA slate, and I will see you guys then.